tighter. Keep your voice up when you speak. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you may proceed.
Thank you, Honor. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Could you please spell your name for the record?
Sure. It's C-E-M, last name M-U-T-L-U. I also spell it with a G, G-E-M.
And could you tell us your name, sir?
Cem Mutlu.
Sir, what do you do for work?
I'm a realtor,
How long have you been a realtor?
about 25 years.
And what geographic area do you sell?
Boston, suburbs, and eastern Massachusetts.
Commercial or residential?
Residential.
And sir, are you familiar with Brian Walshe?
I am.
Can you tell us how you're familiar with Brian Walshe?
We met at a leadership program back in 2020.
Can you tell us the name of the leadership program?
Boston Breakthrough Academy.
And so how long did the program go on for?
It was the length of a semester, practically. Started at the beginning of the year and ended about the summer.
And so you met Mr. Walshe at this leadership program. What was your relationship with him during this program?
In the program, there was a buddy system. Everyone partnered with someone, and Brian asked to be my partner, and that's how we got to know each other.
And so did you maintain a relationship with him after the leadership program?
Yes, I did.
Now, are you familiar with Brian's wife, Ana Walshe?
Yes, I am.
How are you familiar with Ana?
I met her through Brian. She came to one of the graduations, and then I was introduced and knew about her interest in real estate. We had a mutual friend, so it was inevitable that we would meet.
And sir, I'm going to ask if you can pull that microphone closer to you. I think that'll help out.
Sure.
Okay, much better, sir. So, sir, did Ana Walshe ever work for you?
Yes, she did.
When did you hire Ana Walshe to start working for you?
It was the summer of 2020.
And what was her role for you?
She was our director of operations for my team.
And your team, how large was your team at this point in time?
When she started, there were a few of us, but eventually we had 3 operators and I believe 5 or 6 agents and part-time marketing directors, et cetera.
And how would you characterize your relationship with Ana Walshe?
We became very close as friends.
And when did she stop working for you?
It was the spring of 2022.
Why did she stop working for you?
In the fall of 2021, she told me that she was offered a stellar job opportunity in DC. And she asked for my blessings for it.
Now, sir, when the two of you work together, how often would the two of you communicate?
Practically every day, multiple times a day.
And after she stopped working for you, how often would you communicate?
Not as frequently.
What was your relationship like with her family?
Brian and her children,
Yes, sir.
I saw them as my own.
Now, did you ever have, or your team is probably the better way to put this, did your team ever have the opportunity to sell any properties for Ana Walshe?
Yes, we did.
Can you tell us what properties your team sold for Ana Walshe?
We sold a property in Marblehead where they were living when I met them. And then we moved them to a property in Cohasset, and then we sold that property as well for them.
Were there any investment properties that your team was able to sell for Ana Walshe?
Yes,
Where was that property?
in Revere.
And do you remember when that sale occurred?
Well, that sale would have closed on December 29th or just a day or so before, because I called her on the 29th, a couple days before New Year's, to congratulate her.
So I'm going to ask you some questions about December 29th now, sir.
Yes.
When you called her, how long do you think that call was?
It was about 45 minutes.
And why did you call her?
I called to congratulate her on the closing. And I had found out that she was going to reinvest that property,
And when you say reinvest that property,
or rather reinvest the proceeds from the sale of the property.
and sir, are you familiar with what's called a 1031 exchange?
I am.
Could you just tell us what a 1031 exchange is?
Sure. It's a federal like-kind tax-deferred exchange program where after a specific closing, a buyer,
I'm going to interrupt you because of the noise outside.
sure,
And then once that passes,
of course,
it's kind of tough to compete with that.
of course.
All right. Now, sir, I think that that's passed. You said that there's a certain period of time for this exchange. Can you tell us again?
Correct. Typically, buyers have 45 days to declare 1, 2, or 3 properties. It has to be of equal or greater value, and they would have 6 months, 180 days to close on 1, 2, or 3 of those properties to equal again or be greater than the value of the proceeds of the sale.
And so your understanding at this point in time was that Ana Walshe was going to use these funds for a 1031 exchange.
That's correct. I was happy for her that she would actually reinvest and that that she would grow financially.
Now, during this conversation, what plans were made for New Year's Eve?
She specifically told me, she said, I know you. You're not going to go anywhere for New Year's Eve. You're just going to stay at home. Please, please come and spend New Year's with us.
Did you agree to?
I did.
Now, during the conversation, what did she tell you? Well, let me ask you this. When you had this conversation, did she have any problems?
Yes.
What did she tell you about these problems?
She had,
So let me, jurors, give you a little midstream instruction with regard to the expected testimony. I expect now that Mr. Mulu is going to provide some testimony regarding statements that were made by Ana Walshe during this conversation on December 29th, 2022. The statements made by Ana Walshe are being admitted only for the limited purpose of establishing her state of mind, cannot be considered as proof of the criminal acts charged. You may proceed.
Thank you. So, sir, what did she tell you as far as problems she was having in this conversation on December 29th?
while I don't remember the specific words that were spoken after 3 years,
Yes, sir.
I will tell you that she did say that at the time that they were having marital problems.
Objection, Your Honor. Characterization.
All right. I'll strike the characterization. Why don't you approach it a different way?
I will. What did she tell you as far as traveling back and forth?
That it was taking a toll on her, that she wasn't, that obviously as a mother, not seeing her children.
Your Honor, objection. Move to strike. May we be seen at sidebar?
Sir? What did she say about not seeing the children?
That it was difficult for her.
And what did she say about Brian Walshe not being able to leave Massachusetts?
Again, I don't recall specifically the words that were spoken.
Okay.
I do not recall exactly every single word that was spoken during that conversation.
Understood. It's been 3 years, sir.
It has.
Okay.
I did give Detective Harrison,
Objection, Your Honor. Move to strike.
All right, we'll strike that last portion.
It's okay. And
We'll have
sir,
another
again,
question.
sure,
thank you.
I understand.
Now, sir, moving past December 29th. Okay. when was the next time you got to see Ana Walshe?
On December 31st,
Where did you get to see Ana Walshe?
at their rental house in Cohasset.
Okay. So that night when you went to the rental house, did you bring anything with you?
I did.
What did you bring with you?
I brought fruit and chocolate for the children, and yeah,
And about what time do you think you got to their home that night?
about 8:30.
Was anyone with you when you went to the home?
Yes. I mean, not with me, no. There were people in the home.
Well, we're going to get to that. So, but with you, there was no one else with you in your car?
There was
anyway?
no one else with me, no.
Okay. And so tell us what happened when you got there at the Walshe house.
Anna came running out of the house to greet me. Yeah, that's what happened.
And when she greeted you, where'd you go, sir?
Excuse me.
Where did you go? When she greeted you, where were you when she greeted you?
I was still pulling up into the driveway. She came running out of the house with no coat on. It was freezing.
And what happened when she greeted you?
What is it?
What happened when she greeted you? What did she do?
I'm sorry, couldn't
What
hear.
did she do, sir?
What did she do? Well, I opened the door. We hugged each other, and then she ushered me in.
Now, when you got inside, who was home?
Brian was there.
And where were the children at this point in time?
I was told they were sleeping.
And so when you got inside, where did the three of you kind of socialize or congregate?
Sure, it was in the kitchen countertops. There was a large island.
And Ms. Gilman, could we have Exhibit 3? Sir, can you see that screen? Showing, for the record,
Yes.
Exhibit 3 is on the screen. You were nodding your head. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Is that where the three of you socialized that night?
Yes.
Ms. Gilman, if you could take that down. Now, what was Ana Walshe's demeanor that night when you were in their kitchen?
Festive. Very
What-
happy to see me, and yeah,
And I apologize, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
that's it.
What was Brian Walsh's demeanor like while the three of you were together?
He seemed fine. He seemed happy.
And so when we were looking at Exhibit 3, where were you seated as far as being around in the kitchen?
Anna and I were seated on the stools
Okay.
at the kitchen, and Brian was on the other side preparing the meal and serving us drinks and food.
Okay. Now, that night, did anyone join the three of you?
Yes,
Who joined the three of you?
their oldest son.
And
Yeah.
what happened when he joined the three of you?
He ran to me and he said, "Jem, I haven't seen you in a while. I miss you." And he hugged me.
Now, did you take any photos with the oldest child that night?
Yes, Anna took a photo.
And that night, Anna took the photo. What did she use to take the photo?
I believe it was her cell phone that she used.
And so that night with her cell phone, could you see her doing anything with her cell phone?
She was texting folks.
And do you know who she was texting?
Well, I do know that she had either received a text message or was texting back with Abdullah. And I believe she said, let's take a photo for Will and send it to Will Fasto. And I believe she was texting with Emily, and it would have been maybe a bunch of other friends, yeah, who were texting her. It was New Year's Eve. A lot of messages back and forth.
How long was their oldest child with you that night?
I'm going to say a half hour, maybe a little more.
And that night, what did the three of you have to drink?
Mostly wine and champagne. I don't recall having had hard liquor.
And did you do anything with the champagne box that night?
Yes,
What did the three of you do with the champagne box?
we all signed it.
Your Honor, we have previously marked as exhibits 257, 258, 259, pictures of the champagne box. Almost seems published.
You may.
Ms. Gilman, could we have...
So the previously marked exhibits 257, 58, and 59 are identified for the record now as three photos. 257 is the side of the bottle that Ana Walshe signed. 258 is the side of the box that Brian Walshe signed. 259 is the side of the box that Mr. Mutlu signed. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Gilman, can we have file number SLD 7221, which has now been marked as exhibit 257? Mr. Mutlu, is this the box the three of you signed?
Yes,
And are you able to read the writing on the box in exhibit 257?
yes,
Could you read it out loud for us, sir?
sure. Wow, 2022, what a year. And yet we are still here, and together, let's make 2023 the best one yet. We are the authors of our lives. Courage, love, perseverance, compassion, and joy. Love, Ana.
Ms. Gilman, could we now have exhibit 258, which is file number 7222? Sir, does this look like the side that Brian signed?
Yes,
Could you read in this portion if it's possible?
yes. Jem, Ana, Brian, New Year's Eve 2023, to the best triumvirate ever. Love, Brian, and then the date, December 31st, 2022.
And finally, Ms. Gilman, could we have file number 7224, which has now been admitted as exhibit 259? Sir, do you recognize this side of the box?
Yes, it's my handwriting.
And can you read what you wrote on the box?
Yes. No place I'd rather be but here, New Year's Eve 2022. Jem.
That night, did the oldest child give you anything?
Yes, he did.
What did he give you?
He gave me a necklace.
Now,
Man.
that night, did you see any injuries on Ana?
No,
Do you have any concerns about her health?
physical health?
Yes.
No.
And that night, do you remember what Brian Walshe told you he had had for income that year in 2022?
Yes, the gist of it was that it was $50,000 or $60,000 that I remember.
And that night, did he tell you about Ana's compensation that she now had at Tishman Speyer?
Yes, and I believe he said that it was $240,000 plus with bonus, it would add up to roughly $300,000.
What problems did you see between the two of them that night?
None. Nothing that was visible. It was a festive night.
And that night, what did Mr. Walsh tell you about his cell phone?
At some point, he said that he had misplaced his phone, and I remember this vividly, that he said that it actually felt refreshing to be away from the phone for a little while.
Did he tell you what time he normally goes to bed?
Yes, because I asked him, because it was getting late, and I didn't want to overstay my welcome. And I believe he said around 9:30, because they were waking up early for the kids.
And so after hearing this, what did you decide to do?
I said, I better go.
About what time was it when you left the home that night?
I'm going to say it was probably around 1:30. And I don't recall with precision, but it was probably around that time.
And now, when you left, did you go right home?
No, I actually stopped at a big shopping mall nearby because I wanted to pick the music home, and I did not want to be driving and picking the music home that night. So I stopped there, and there was, to my recollection, there was nobody else there. Lots of lights around. Yeah.
Before you left that evening, was there any conversation about a work emergency for Ana?
No.
Now, when was it the next time you tried to contact Brian or Ana?
It was the following day.
And how'd you try to contact them?
I sent them a text message.
Ms. Gilman, could we have what's been marked as Exhibit 166? Sir, showing you what's been marked as 166, do you see the blue bubble where it says, "I love my necklace"?
I do.
Was that your text to Brian Walsh?
Yes, I believe I had sent it to both of them, both Brian and Ana.
Ms. Gilman, could you scroll all the way up to the top of that document?
Yeah.
So, sir, you see where it says participants?
Yeah.
And so do you believe you sent it to those two,
Yes.
those two other people?
To both Brian and Ana, yes.
And Ms. Gilman, could you scroll down to the top of page 2? Now, I'm sorry, can you scroll down to the top of page 3? There we are. Sir, showing you the top of page 3 from Exhibit 166, there's a green bubble. Do you see that, sir?
I do.
And do you see it says, "Thomas just found my phone"?
I do.
Before January 2nd, had you had any conversations or with Brian Walsh via cell phone?
Before January
Second?
2nd,
Yes.
any conversations?
Calls.
No.
And if we could close out of that, Ms. Gilman. Now, when is the next time you spoke to Brian Walsh on the phone?
It was a Wednesday morning.
And what happened Wednesday morning?
It was mid-morning. I remember being on the beach in Nahant and taking a walk, and I received a call from Brian, and he said, "Have you heard from Ana?"
What did you say?
And I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, Ana's been missing." And I said, "How could she be missing?" And he said that she left that morning after I had left. She left a few hours later. I think he said around 6:30, that she got in an Uber and left.
And did he say why she left?
Yes, he said that she had a work emergency.
Now, hearing this, did you ask him anything about that?
I did.
What did you ask him?
I said, I was incredulous. I said, what work emergency could there have been on New Year's Eve that, was commercial property? What could it be? I said, listen, did you guys have an argument or something? Did you have a fight?
And what was his response to that statement, sir?
His response was, I do remember this vividly as well. His response was, no, did it look like we had an argument? You were there.
And what did you say to that?
I didn't know what to make of it. I was in shock. So, I said, you've got to call the police, and we've got to alert everybody. We've got to let our community know, and we got to find her.
Now, what was his tone or like in this conversation? His demeanor?
I remember the tone to be way more even-keeled or way more toned down for somebody who's
I'm gonna move to strike.
All right, not a characterization, but what do you remember of his tone during that call?
his tone was not panicked.
Now, after that call, how often were you speaking to him over the phone the next few days?
We would have spoken a few times. We actually had some group calls with the community, a lot of friends from the leadership program that we had gotten to know well and love.
And
Yeah.
sir, did you have any text conversations with him as well?
I do not recall.
Okay. Now, sir, since you left the home on New Year's Day of 2023, have you seen Ana Walshe?
No,
Have you heard from her?
no.
Nothing further, Your Honor.